Today, I'm going to show you how I plant carrots and a near fail-safe tip that'll help you make sure that all of your carrots come up every time. Have you ever had a difficult time getting carrot seeds to start? Carrots are one of those things that often cause people a lot of grief because they can be very difficult to get going and get out of the ground. And today I'm going to show you how I plant carrots and a near fail-safe tip that'll help you make sure that all of your carrots come up every time. First thing to get started, obviously, is we need to prep our soil. And so I'm gonna take a look for weeds here real quick and make sure I don't have any weeds in this row. I always like to pull the weeds out by the roots if I can. Hey, and you know what? That's really cool. That's the only weed in this whole bed. And this is one of the things I love about my no-till beds is that once they're going for a couple years, you get very few weeds in them. The bed's clean, it's ready to go. I've got no weeds in it. And you know, carrots, because they're pushing down into the soil, you want to make sure you've got some good loose soil. And one of the best tools for this, for loosening up your soil without tilling, is a broad fork. There's several different kinds. This is the Meadow Creature broad fork. And I'm just trying this out for the first year and I absolutely love it. This thing is heavy duty. And it gets down deep. This one is 14 inches. You can get anywhere from 12 to 16 inches on it. And I just want to loosen up the soil and make it real easy for those carrots to reach out and grow down in there. So I'm going to work this bed and check it out. No tilling, just loosening up. Okay, there you go. A little bit of work, but I got a 65-foot row done in about 10 minutes. And the soil's all nice and loosened up, and I didn't even have to till. Love it. We've got everything all loosened up. Now we just want to even the bed out. I've already started here. I'm going to make one last pass just because I want everything nice and flat and smooth. Get rid of any debris like that, any rocks. I like to make rows to plant into. I haven't really found a seeder that works really well because carrot seed is so small. I'm taking these pieces of PEX and gonna space them out on this bed preparation rake, or also known as a landscape rake. And we're gonna use this to make our rows to plant our carrots in. I want them 6 to 8 inches apart. I need these to be nice and even. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This way I can get 4 rows done at once. This is a nifty little trick I learned from a market gardener. Thank you. If you're planting different varieties, one of the things we want to do is mark our rows before we start so that we don't get confused. Got our rows already and we want to start planting. Now you can certainly use a seeder, but I just haven't found a seeder that works very well. These seeds are so tiny. And these are long rows, so Abigail and Brianna here are gonna help out. Those seeds are so tiny, we gotta handle them carefully. Will you hold that for me? Because they'll blow away in the wind. And I just like to pinch a few and roll them out of my fingers. Now carrots, you just gotta plant a lot of extra and thin them later. So girls, I want you to watch this. We're just dropping them right down. And I mean, ideally we're getting, you know, 1 every inch or so, or a little more. But I would rather use extra seed and thin it than use too little seed. Brianna, you can start on this row and get ahead a little bit. And then Abigail, once Brianna gets far enough ahead, you can start that row behind her, okay? You just want to do like I did and pour some into your hand. Just got to be really careful not to spill them. Now you just each take a package is fine, and we got to try to make this package last for the whole row, okay? I would just take the package with you. I'll take mine. You can barely even see them, they're so tiny. Trick to make these drop pretty well and evenly is just to roll my thumb over my fingers. I've got a few pinched in there. Our seeds are in, and these next couple steps are the most critical. So the first thing we're going to do is the girls are going to go and get some compost, and we're going to sift it because we need a nice fine soil. Hey ladies, you're doing a great job.
Thanks.
Here we've got our sifter, and we're sifting the compost to get a nice fine soil. And this is really, really important. This is just one out of two things. Those carrot seeds are so delicate, we don't want them to have to work real hard to push up. So we just want this nice fine sifted compost that we're going to top dress the seeds with. And we just need something to carry this in. We're just going to spread this by hand. Now, don't make your buckets too full. They get hard to carry. This is a critical thing right here that makes all the difference. We've got our nice fine soil, and it is how we spread these on the seeds. And most things I've ever read about carrots tell you to lightly dust them. And you know, that makes sense because the general rule of thumb when planting seeds is to go 2 times the thickness or length of the seed. And these things are super, super thin, so that's not very much soil. And for years, I struggled with getting my carrots up, getting them to sprout and get going. One year, my son was planting carrots, and he planted them pretty deep. And I was telling him that that wasn't going to work very well. You know, he wasn't following the general ways that you plant carrots. Well, lo and behold, his carrots came up wonderfully well, and mine didn't. What's going on here? Ever since then, I now put about 1/8 to 1/4 inch of finely sifted soil over my seeds instead of that thin dusting that everybody talks about. And I have had near perfect germination. This is what we're gonna do, girls. We're gonna take the soil, and we wanna do this by hand, okay? We've got all our carrot seeds in there, and we're just gonna sprinkle it. And you do not have to be perfect. While these carrot seeds are delicate, they're just not that delicate. We don't need to worry about it as much as everybody says. We just want to get about like I'm doing, okay? And that's about 1/8 of an inch, and you just go right down your row. Don't worry about it if you get a little too much. We don't have to stress about this near as much as what everybody tells us. Spreading it pretty even, 1/8 to 1/4 inch. Now, I'm gonna spread it like I used to do, about like that, just barely covering the seeds. And you know what happens is it just dries out way too easily. It is very hard to keep enough moisture on it to get those seeds germinating. That's just too thin. On the other side, this is really heavy. Now I'm putting 3/8 to 1/2 inch, and that's definitely gonna make it hard for the seeds to germinate. It's just a little too thick for them. We'll experiment. I've never done it this thick, so I'll make about a 1 foot row here, and I'll try to watch it and see how they come up. But you just don't need that much, and that might inhibit them. So we want to get that sweet spot right in between, about 1/8 of 1/4 of an inch. And that's going to help with watering. That's going to help hold the moisture a little bit longer so that those seeds just germinate better. They stay moist. You know what, that is just satisfying to see. There's something about nice straight rows, about the contrast between the mulch and the soil. and the top dressing, it just looks beautiful. And you guys, if you do that and then you water well, you're gonna have carrots coming up. And so one last word about watering is you've got to keep seeds moist. And this is why carrots often fail, and lettuces sometimes too, and other smaller seeds, is it's just hard to keep them moist so that they germinate well. And carrots take a long time. They can be up to 3 weeks to germinate, so you've got to really stay on it. Laying down this nice dressing will help because it'll help hold the moisture in and won't dry out so fast on you. And then you want to be careful, I'm going to turn on my watering system here, about how you water. Too big of drops, if you've got a sprinkler, depending on how you're watering, too big of drops also is a problem because it'll move the seeds around. One, if your top dressing's too thin, and two, sometimes just some sprinklers are shooting out really big drops of water, and that's going to cause you problems. Having a little more of a micro system or something that waters more finely for these finer seeds like carrots is also really going to help. Hey, and since we're talking about gardening and soil and everything, you guys can check out one of my other videos that I just released recently on how to successfully and easily build a compost pile.